Now we are welcoming Professor Tarek Kandil sir for his uh, his technical speech. So currently he is working at Heriot-Watt, Dubai. He is an adjunct assistant professor in and certified international trainer and consultant in business management and in cultural diversity. Having 10 years of extensive training, program specialist in professional emerging industry and business solutions for oil and gas, supply chain, logistics, telecommunication, banking, and higher education. He has done his PhD from Plymouth University, United Kingdom, and he is a very good friend of mine. And I am so happy that we have been met in Dubai for last 4 years. I have been in Dubai in last 4 years for organizing various conferences. We met there and we become a very good friends there. So now I welcome Professor Tarek Kandil sir, and we are all waiting for to hear you. Now over to Tarek Kandil sir.
I want to welcome all the conference president, participant, researcher, and student in the college for giving me this opportunity for the first time to run one of the most important webinars in the Far East, where we can able to run it from here in Dubai. But because of this difficult and disruptive age, we can't able, Mr. Ajit, here in Dubai. Hopefully, everything will be okay very soon. But this is a good opportunity to know all of those people, the president and the participant and the organizer and technical support. Thank you for your time and your contribution. My presentation for today is talking about the digital leadership, or Leaders 4.0, which is a leader in the fourth revolution and the disruptive age. Our agenda for today, number one, employees' lives matter, and the new normal. What is the digital change happened and technology, and what is the role of digital leadership style, the new leadership style? Here in the new pandemic, there is still life for running all of those employees. Their life in the new normal does a lot of things. But what do you mean by the new normal, and why it has been made? And there is nothing has been made gradually. It is exponential and suddenly happened everything. We need to differentiate between pandemic and epidemic first, and that will be the first step to know exactly what do you mean by new normal. If it's an epidemic, it's happened just only in one region, and we can contain the virus by issuing a new vaccination or medication for that. However, we will not able to find any way to contain the virus and spread it everywhere geographically, and we did not have any expectation about the final destination of this pandemic. This is converted the epidemic to be a pandemic. As long as we did not have any solution for this type of, or find any type of medication, so it's a new norm. You have to run the business in these circumstances. Before the COVID-19, by around 10 years from since 2009, there is a massive increase of using the data, a shift toward automation, mobilization, and also moving from a traditional way to more digitized way. The demand for agility and automation has been increased dramatically. Some new financial crimes has been happened as well. And the re-engineering of this financial digital crime has been raised dramatically, and fraud has been affected the whole business. For example, the last 90 days, the financial data and the statement has been attacked by 600%. I pronounced it very well. 600% raised up in the cybersecurity in financial statements. We have to act not like a reactive way than before. We need to react in such a way we can able to have a proactive approach to run the business or to run the world in a new norm. In order to find the way to proactivity or to run the business from proactivity basis, we need to focus on the predictive way. We need to predict the risk before it's happened and prepare the scenarios for running this business. The business is usually often good enough. Everything is okay. But after the new normal, good enough is dying, is falling down. We were not able to run the business with the enough way of doing things. Enough pace is not enough. So in the world where everything is connected and everything is equally excellent, we were not able to ignore that perfection is the best way to run the business. But there is some issues we need to focus on. There is one place left to innovate. And you are the person who you need to change the way of running the business, the way you're looking to the future, and the way you run your life in the new norm. And the range of tornado with changes. There's a lots of things has been happened in order to consider the alternative way of running the business is the only way of a change. Digitization, mobilization, augmentation, and this intermediation and automation. That's consider the science fiction is not a science fiction. It become a science fact, and this fact is the new reality or the new norm. Look at the cars, self-driven cars, self-driven taxis, is running the whole cities. Dubai is converted to be a paperless work. There is no paper has been printed in the last 3 months in Dubai. It's a paperless work. And also a new city, a new smart cities. So the way we work will never be the same because everything has been dramatically changed and dramatically different. So this is the most historical change in the mankind history. A lot of change. We're moving from driving all of those quality issues, and we were not able to let everything driven or drive us. The disruption is becoming the new normal of this stage, and you are the person who can able to run all of those changes. What type of change, what the nature type of change is not gradually happened. It's exponential, suddenly happened. Before 14th of March 2020, everything is okay. And suddenly, there is a lockdown. And lockdown causes for close down for a lot of business. So you are not prepared very well for this sudden change. That's happened in producing a new big data, volume of data, through all types of data has been run by a lot of machines. And this big data create the Internet of Things. This Internet of Things has been by artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is actually the way we think and create more artificial automated people or robotics. Anything that cannot be digitized, it will be valuable. Anything we have to focus on the mankind values will be the more rare issues. Machines can run our business focus effectively. It will be even more cheaper than before. Everything will be run like computers, like files or PPT or whatever. But we will not able to find the people who can able run the business effectively. Mankind, not the machine. Moving from M to M, from machine to mankind, like be rare after this effect 2040. So the human moving can create, can also imaginate this effect, make it the imagination 2040, and also intuition. All of those mankind will lead you to have your own way of humankind during digitization. We need intelligence, you overcome artificial intelligence, and we need your own digital ethics, new digital human rights. Machine will not able to run the business unless they stimulate the business, but not be machine. So able to have something missing in the future, which is the style of the man who runs the machines, the leader of this business, missing. So focusing on the automation, it's a good thing, but the only thing, how can we create the person who's missing the business in such a more artificial, a good thing, machine learning, disruptive change. What are the top digital transformation trends for 2020? Number one, the leadership. Inspiring the new atmosphere, the new working ecosystem, the new management style. We're looking for something which is not has been made before. We need to manage the intuition in spiritual being, and developing, leading, guiding people for the right place in the right time. This is the situation and for 2020. Can you please count how many in the right time or employees available there? It's around 14 students, and all of those 14 students wasting time, wasting information. They duplicate the work. They run in isolated islands. However, yes. Any question? Okay. But the new business now, or the new ecosystem in the new normal, there is no paper available in the organization, as you can see here, all touch screen. So, and every single person here is available and doing the right thing in the right time, where the strategic level can able to take the right decision. This is can able to gain more integrated report and analysis between the integration and more ethical issues. That is the institution and management for the new norm. There are, the PwC has been issued 5 main measurements for digital leaders. We need those people to know the customer exactly. The machine will not able to study or to run the tuition and attitudes of the customer. What the new customer and digital customer, to run with the digital customer. Clear support from the management, and stay educated most of the time. Stay updated in terms of technology and risk assessment scenario planner. Another thing, which we have 2 main generation. Z generation, the people who are born in 1997 till now, and millennial generation, who are the people who are born in 1980 till 1997. Generation Z. This type of generation check their mobile 10 times in 1 hour, and they are all connected to each other. They can understand the digitization and dealing with the digitized problem like cybersecurity more easier than we are. 92% having a digital footprint, and they spend hours online per 1 day, 10 hours per day. 98% own a smartphone and can easily deal with the smartphone. They have account on YouTube, and most of them are YouTuber. They use Instagram, Facebook, all of those changes. Take care of those type of generation Z. This Z generation will occupy the business. One of them will be the digital leaders. For the millennial generation, most were raised by baby boomer, grow up during the economic boom, tend to be idealistic. They search for optimization. They need to keep their jobs. They need to learn. Mobile pioneer. However, Generation Z is mobile native. They born when they listen to the mobile ranking app. Wake-up calls is their own issues. The M generation focus on having experience. However, Z, saving money, tend to be pragmatic, and those people tend to be idealistic. So all of those are the initial issues of digital leaders in the upcoming 50 years, coming from those people who was born 1997 till 1910. Another thing has been encouraged, the business, is the discovery of 5G and Wi-Fi 6. Those type of innovation has made the Android handset make a massive increase of vehicles, smart cities, smart manufacturing issues, and succeeded in IoT. That's why Dubai has been encouraged the use of electricity by having the lots of factories, and they search for the space and sending a lot of ships in the space in order to discover the best way of running or 5G. UAE considered the first fastest Wi-Fi in the world. It's more than UK and USA as well. Smart manufacturing will be more active. As we said here in Dubai, there is no paper has been issued by the court, by the education, training, or whatever. Universities, all online system. That will save a lot, around 25 million hours, and save more than the value-added tax returns for the country, saving the time, money, and effort. G5 is the most important issue to run our business. So who are the digital leader? This guy is more agile, and the word agile is considering to be faster, flexible, and reduce the waste, very lean and more active, more adaptable to any change. That's why I told you that the majority of digital leader or leadership for coming from Generation Z. However, they are all soft. They didn't able to act harder like the area we are dealing with. However, they can able just only to focus on the digitization issues. They are not a micro manager. They learn and keen to learn from others, and does not wear a tie, but they can able to run the business effectively from any stage. Give constant feedback, make you feel that you are an important person, and then you feel that you're happy to deal with. The person is not founded or is not a function. It's being put himself in the big picture of the organization strategy and has a great vision. They collaborate with eye contact, eye level. They didn't ask more questions, and they didn't speak very well because they are contacted by the keyboard rather than using lips. Can handle diversity whatsoever under any pressure, and they can able to show relevance rather than what is the best. They're looking to achieve more profit to enhance the business and sense your state of emotion. Mindset, spiritual being, and methods. They have their own digital behavior, attitudes, and they are looking for co-creation of the business, working out load and challenging the rules, appetite for change. Most of the time, they didn't afraid from any kind of change in their life, their jobs, their talents. Those leaders are recognized for their skills and value added to the business. Once they are online, they can able to connect other people, and once they are physically available, they can able to communicate and the open discussion with a lot of people. The leaders to establish engaging platform from physical space and cyberspace as well. And they can take care of all the information available in the cyberspace. Those people can lead in different way, and they can enhance the business. One of the most important issues here in digital leader, they have their own digital etiquette, digital body language, the way of running the conversation during online or remotely working environment. They have their own reputation to run any online session, because once it's failed, everything will be gone, because the social media will not let anyone without any bad reputation. So there is a reputation risk for the digital leaders. They can make everything through the digital procurement, digital commerce, and digital access is very easy. Digital health, they keep a very good level of stress during working remotely and working through the digitization. And they keep their own health in a good way. They keep running, walking, making practices and exercises during their own digital work. And also digital securities, they save and take care of securities for all type of businesses running by digital channels. They know exactly what are the digital rights, what are the digital KPIs, and what are the digital ethics they need to be run. Thank you very much indeed for your time, and I hope from the bottom of my heart that you have a lots of successful issues you can gain and result from this wonderful conference in this changing and challenging time. Thank you, Ajit. Thank you. Any question?
Thank you, Dr. Tarek Kandil, sir,
Thank
for
you.
your wonderful presentation on digital leadership.